YouTube, what's happening? It's your boy, and if you don't know now, you know. All the way gang, it's your boy All the Way Sincere, and we out here, man. We on that NBA Live 19. Now look, I appreciate that view, I truly do, but you know you gotta like and sub, my boy. Hit them notice for me one time so you can know when I post. Now look, I'm back in action, back outside, man. This is my second upload of the day, bro. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover the content that I was gonna cover the first video I did on request. Now I wanna make sure that I say that too in this video. If there is an icon path you'd like to see me do build analysis on that I have not covered on my channel, just comment below, I'll cover it for you. If there is something you have question about where you feel like you wanna get my perspective on maybe some traits or maybe some animation packages or something, anything in the game, just let me know. Just ask the question. It could be future content from my channel, so yeah, I just want to make sure that I say that. Now in this video we are going to go over 3 very simple moves, so I'm not going to do anything too complex. It's just going to be simple moves to get you started dribbling better in NBA Live 19, bro. I see a lot of people that just don't have great control over their player at guard, and then they come over from 2K and then they try to dribble like 2K, and then you just run into like people that are just kind of taking the ball between their legs like that over and over again, and then they always doing just this sweeping crossover over and over again, because it's really the only thing that they can really do to get themselves open. So I just want to make sure that I can cover just 3 simple moves that will help you start chaining moves together better. Maybe you get a little bit better understanding of how to dribble, and it can kind of lead to you doing a little bit better. I can also link you in the description to my dribble tutorial that I put on my channel like maybe a year ago, bro. I've been uploading content for NBA Live for a while. Now let's talk about the dribble packages real quick before we get started. I'm on a guard, so I'm using Kyrie Irving. Now I like to use Kyrie Irving dribble moves too, or Kemba Walker dribble moves too. I really feel like those are the 2 best dribble packages in the game, because you can do everything. If I want to sham guard, I can sham guard, which I didn't sham guard at all right there, but I can sham guard if I want to. I can do the little touching the ground. See, we can sham guard if we want to, or we can do the little touching the ground like crossover. Oh my bad, hold on, let me get some forward momentum. See, or I can do the little touch the ground like snatch back, all of that stuff if I want to. Y'all just watch my dribble tutorial, I can explain how to do that stuff. But the reason why I'm using Kyrie on this slasher, because I talked about this move, and it's just a nice move that gets you open, bro. I would recommend, say you got a backcourt shooter, this move is your best friend. If you got a floor general, this move can be your best friend, because you can get open threes all day long by just using this move right here. And I'm gonna show you how to combo into it by using one of the more simpler like moves that people spam in the game. Now everybody likes to spam this move, right? So we're gonna go ahead and just get this out of the way too. This move. But you can connect those 2 moves I was just talking about to get a really deadly dribble combo in this game that will get you wide open shots constantly. So first of all, let's go ahead and show you how to do just this basic move, right? So that's super simple. All you need to do is just be running to like either left or right with the R2 or right trigger held down, and then instead of flicking your right analog to the opposite ball hand, you are going to hold the right analog to the opposite ball hand, and you'll do that sweep and crossover. That's simple enough. I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time on it. Now what you really want to do, a lot of times you can just do that, and look how much space that creates. I got a slasher out here, so I got a poor 3-point shot, 66 3-point shots, so we ain't gonna make a lot of threes. If I had my wing shooter, backcourt shooter, something like that, we'd be greening up like crazy. Now we just really want to show you exactly what we did, and I think this is a good place to get started sometimes. So again, we just holding down R2, and then we're gonna hold the right analog to the opposite ball hand. Now we want to let go of the left analog, and then hold, while still holding R2 down, we want to hold the right analog to the opposite ball hand again. So we went left on the analog, now we're gonna hold right on the analog, and you see it skips us way over, because look, after we come out of this, we're a little past to the left. Like if we drew an imaginary line right down the center of the court, we right on the left side maybe of that line, but then we're gonna skip all the way back to the right. You see how much space that creates? That will leave you with an open shot a lot, especially if you got late to the party. You might as well just say GG's, they not guarding that most times. Now you can also like spin out of that, man. So I do it often. You see how it, so if in the event they get used to you like shooting a three like after that, or shooting the ball like after that, you can always just keep going. You can keep chaining. So you see like boom, I chain that together, chain this together, and then I spun right out of it. And you just gonna spin by rotating the analog from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock on making just a U kind of like on your analog while holding down R2. Boom, you see it's simple enough. I get momentum going right to the goal. They don't know which way I'm going because it's basically a left to right game that I'm playing with them, and GG's, bro. That's an easy combination. So that's one way to do it. All right, this is one like combination and move. Now the second one, like I said, we're just gonna keep it simple. We're not doing all the more complicated things in the game. We're gonna keep it simple. So like a lot of things, like for instance, like that same move, this move, you have to be running in order to do it, right? So a lot of times you can make yourself look predictable if you just start running to the left. And then as a defender, I can anticipate that you are going to do that, and I can start to prepare. So one other way to create momentum for yourself while standing still, which I've talked about this in my dribble tutorial, is just speed boosting. Most of the good dribblers do that move that I just did right there. So how do we do what I just did? All you really want to do is just flick, not holding R2 and not holding the right analog. You want to flick to the opposite ball hand while not holding R2. Just flick to the opposite ball hand. And after you flick, you just gonna hold down R2 after you flick, and then with the left analog, you gonna point in the direction that you want to go, which is gonna be opposite of the ball. So I flick the right analog to the right like that. And now I hold R2, and then I push the left analog to the left side so I can speed boost out of it. That's basically all I did. Now, once I do that, that creates the momentum that I need to do anything that needs momentum. So some moves in this game, you have to be running in order to trigger them, and we can get that momentum that we need with that move. So we can basically go flick, go, and then cross. Just like that. Or we can flick, go, cross like that, and hold on, flick, go, cross, come back, just like that. We can add different things. So now we're starting to chain all this stuff together. All this stuff kind of connects to that I'm showing you. So flick, cross, go. So simple enough. Let's go ahead and so we'll flick that right analog to the opposite ball hand, hold down R2, speed boost with your left analog and R2 to the opposite side. Now while still holding R2, we can hold down the right analog to the left to the opposite ball hand, crossover, let go of the left analog, hold the right analog back to the right, boom, and we skipped, and I could have shot wide open right there, right? Because most of the time they're not going to be able to follow all of those movements. So boom, boom, and there you go. You could even spin out of that. So if I wanted to spin out of it, I could. So that's really the main thing, is just being able to cross and get that speed boost so you can get your momentum going. Now we can also like combo this into the next thing I'm going to talk about, which you just saw it right there, the hesitation dribble. So this hesitation dribble I've spoken about quite a bit, and it's the same thing. So if we want to get our momentum started, we can cross like that, and then all we're gonna do to get this going is just flick the right analog to the same side of the ball hand. So if I'm going to the right, I'm gonna flick it to the right like that, and then I'm gonna get that. So after that, I have a number of options. I can either flick the right analog down, and if I flick it down, I'm gonna do like a step back move. And you see that step back move, if I got a wing shooter, I can shoot from deep, hit a three. Especially if I got like late to the party and everything, I'll shoot that in your face. Like, cause I'll have enough space from the step back, and then I got way back activated as well, and you won't be able to guard it. Look how much space that creates. I ain't gonna be able to hit it with a slasher because I don't have no traits on, but you can see right here, look at how much space that creates. Boom. And I basically flick the right analog to the right, flick it down. Look, I get like a little step back, skip into that shot. Boom, right there. And you can just knock that down all day with a good shooter, bro. Another thing you can do out of that same thing is just flick it and then flick across, and you can speed boost back the other direction. And then this will give you all of those options where now we can start chaining other things together again. And you see, just like that, I'm starting to like chain together like a ton of stuff. All these moves that I'm talking about, they can all connect together, and this just starts to make you a better dribbler because you understand the timing of what's going on and everything. Now, last little bit of that is, if you want, you can spin out of these moves too. You see how I just spun out of that move? So I'll go ahead and show you the replay. So that gives you another option too. When you're in the air, all you're gonna do is still hold down R2, and you just gonna rotate the analog from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Boom, and you spin out of it. Now if you wanna, now after that, you can do a number of things too. Like this, I'm getting so much forward momentum, I could stop all of my momentum by just doing a sham guide right here, and then I could spin out of that sham guide. Or if I got them beat, you see it just carries me on to the goal. It's just a lot you can do, man. I'm not gonna like overwhelm y'all with stuff. We'll give you like these basic things to kind of work on, and then you can go from there. But those three moves are three like ways you can start the combo up, and it'll definitely help you become a better dribbler to where you can start mixing it up a little bit better and getting yourself open, bro. So like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell as well so you can know when we post, and as always, respect the OGs. Peace.